Welcome back to computer science classes, session 49, topic programs on named block, which comes under chapter 7 PLSQL. First, something about named blocks. What is named blocks? So already named blocks. Named blocks have specific and unique name for them. Named blocks will always have specific and unique name for them. They are stored as the database object in the server. Since they are available as database objects, they can be referred to or used as long as it is present on the server. It is present on the server. Once again, what is the named block? Named blocks have a specific and unique name for them. They are stored as the database object in the server. Since they are available as database objects, they can be referred to or used long as it is present on the server. Okay, fine. So that is called as named block. Okay, fine. So named blocks are basically of two types. So one is called procedure and the second one is called function. Named block has two types. One is called procedure and second one is called function. So sometimes the named block has so many different types of characteristics. So that means first these blocks can be called from the other blocks. Named blocks are always called from other blocks. Okay, the block structure is same as an anonymous block. Already you know what is meant by anonymous block. Anonymous block is nothing but unnamed block. Anonymous block is nothing but unnamed block. The block structure, what is the block structure here? Named block structure is same as an anonymous block. Named block and unnamed block structure is both the same, except it will never start with the keyword declare. But the named block is not start from keyword declare. Instead, it will start the keyword create. Instead of declare, we can start from the keyword create, which instruct the compiler to create it as a database object. It as a database object. If you want to create any named blocks, then we can use from starting keyword is create instead of declare. Next, third point, these blocks can be nested within other blocks. These blocks can be nested within other blocks. Nested within other blocks. It can also contain nested blocks. It can also contain nested block. What is meant by nested? A block within another block. Block within another block. That's why the named block has two types. So the one is called procedure and second one is called function. So next, the following picture here. The following picture illustrates how to create a PLSQL block using SQL+. Suppose if you want to create any named block or unnamed block, then you can use some procedures and a function. We can use it to create some procedures and function. So named blocks, already we know about named block. It has procedures and function. Suppose if you want to create a named block, so it has each and every one has three part. Like named block has three part. The one is called declaration section. So in this section we can declare with variable or statement. Next, begin execution section. It has some executable statements and executable functions. Third one, exception. So it has exception section. Exception section means what? It has error section. It is nothing but error section. We can find the error and we can clear the error. Finally, we can end the program. So this is the three section of named block. The one is called declaration section, execution section and exception section. Okay, fine. So next, declaration section. Here PLSQL block as a declaration section where you declare variables. We declare in declare section we can declare the variables, allocate memory for cursors and define data types. Executable section. What is meant by executable section? A PLSQL block is nothing but named block has an executable section. An executable section starts with the keyword begin or create and ends with the keyword end. And finally, that is ends with the keyword end. The executable section must have at least one executable statement. So each and every executable section must have each and every executable statement, or each one or two executable statement is very important there. Even if it is not, even if it is the null statement which does nothing. Suppose in executable statement as null which does nothing, it cannot complete anything, it cannot generate any output. So exception handling section, that is called as section 3. A PLSQL named block as an exception handling section. Exception means error handling section that starts with the keyword exception. It is always start with the keyword exception. The exception handling section is where you catch and handle exception raised by the code in the execution section. Handle exception raised by the code in the execution section. That is called as PLSQL exception handling section. Okay, fine. So we know something related to something about declaration section, executable section, and exception handling section. This is very important. Okay, so next I will taking one simple example here. SQL PLSQL named block set server output on begin and data output line allow word, and we can end the program with the help of slash, then the output is allow word. So PLSQL procedure successfully completed. You see, so in begin, that is called as in set output section, begin, end, and output is there, that is called as allow word. So this is the simple example for named block. Okay, so like so in named block it has so many different types of program. Each and every program is executable with the help of executable statement. But here the one concept is there, the named block is always start from the keyword begin instead of declare. So once again, so what is meant by named blocks? Named blocks have specific and unique name for them. They are stored as the database object in the server. Since they are available as database object, they can be referred or used as long as it is present on the server. Okay, fine. So next, named block. So a named block are basically of two types. One is called procedure and second one is called function. Procedure and function. What are the characteristics of named block? Because named block, these blocks can be called from other blocks. Named blocks. These blocks can be called from other blocks. Next, the block structure is same as an anonymous block, except it will be never start with the keyword declare. Instead, it will be start with the keyword create, which instructs the compiler to create a database object. The blocks can be nested within other blocks. That is called as a named block. Okay, it also contain nested blocks. Already you know something information about nested block. Nested means what? Nested means a block within another block is called nested block. Okay, fine. So that is called as nested block. It's okay, fine. After completion of this one, so in each and every block has 3 port, but in named block it has a 3 port. The one is called declaration section port, executable section port, and third one is called exception section. So here, what is meant by declaration part? A PLSQL block as a declaration section where you declare a variable, allocate memory for cursors, and define data types. Executable section. A PLSQL block as an executable section. An executable section starts with the keyword begin and ends with the keyword end. The executable section must have at least one executable statement, even if it is the null statement which does nothing. Third one, exception handling section. Exception is nothing but error handling section. A PLSQL block as an exception handling section that starts with the keyword exception. The exception handling section is where you catch and handle the exception raised by the code in the execution section. So I have one simple program here, set server output. We can begin or we can create data output put line, allow word, end, and close with the help of slash. Then the output is allow word. So automatically PLSQL procedure successfully completed. So this is the brief introduction about named blocks. Our programs are named block. Okay, fine. So second one, so this is called the brief introduction about the named block. Okay, thank you. Fine.